Once, in a valley cradled by ancient velvet hills, lived Elara, a soul as gentle as the morning mist. Her cottage, small and welcoming, was nestled beside a whispering willow tree, whose long, graceful branches often tickled her window pane with secrets whispered from the wind. Inside, the hearth always held a soft glow, casting dancing patterns on the aged wooden floorboards, and the scent of lavender and old books filled the air, a lullaby in itself, a promise of quiet comfort at the close of each day. Each evening, as twilight painted the sky in shades of bruised plum and deepest indigo, Elara would settle by her window, watching the first hesitant stars begin their slow, shimmering dance. She loved the quiet shift from day to night, the way the world held its breath. Tonight, however, was profoundly different. A tiny, luminous thread, no thicker than a spider's silk, drifted past her pane. It pulsed with a soft, silvery light, and from it a melody, fainter than a sigh, yet clearer than a distant bell, reached her ears. It was a melody of forgotten dreams, of quiet promises, weaving itself around her heart with an irresistible, gentle pull. It was an invitation, she knew, not of urgency, but of gentle curiosity, a tender summons from the unseen. The light beckoned, not with a forceful pull, but like a tender whisper in the heart, a promise of quiet discovery. A familiar sense of wonder stirred within her, a longing to understand the source of such a delicate, magical summons. With a quiet breath, Elara rose, pulled on her softest shawl, and stepped out into the deepening hush of the evening, her heart alight with a quiet, certain anticipation. The garden, usually familiar in its neat rows and predictable blooms, now shimmered with an unfamiliar soft glow, transforming under the night's subtle magic. The silvery thread of light, still humming its faint enchanting melody, had transformed into a gentle, winding path, illuminating the dew-kissed leaves, the sleeping petals of twilight blooms, and the intricate patterns of spiderwebs strung between the bushes. Fireflies, like tiny, winking stars, danced playfully in the air, their own lights pulsing in harmony with the shimmering path, guiding her further from the known. Elara followed, her steps as light as fallen leaves, her eyes wide with gentle awe, soaking in every peaceful detail. The path led her deeper, past rows of slumbering poppies and moon-pale lilies, until she reached the true edge of the Whisperwind woods. Here, the air grew cooler, carrying the earthy scent of moss and ancient soil, and the rustling of leaves sounded like 1,000 soft whispers, secrets shared between old friends. Above, the dense canopy of ancient trees formed a magnificent, vaulted cathedral of shadow and starlight, with only slivers of the moon's silvery light piercing through. The silvery thread of light seemed to grow a little brighter here, a steady beacon guiding her through the winding roots and moss-covered stones, deeper into the heart of the quiet forest. Suddenly, from a hollow in the base of a grand, towering oak, a pair of large golden eyes blinked open slowly. It was old Hoot, the wisest owl in the woods, known for his silent flights, his keen observations, and his even quieter wisdom. He tilted his head, observing Elara with a steady, knowing gaze. "Lost, little light-seeker?" he hooted, his voice a low, comforting rumble like distant thunder. Elara, feeling no fear, only a deeper sense of connection, shook her head, a soft smile on her lips. "No, old Hoot. Just following a whisper, a gentle pull towards something unseen." Old Hoot nodded slowly, his feathers rustling softly. "Whispers often lead to wonders," he said, then pointed a feathered wing towards a particularly dense tangle of thorny bushes, where a faint, struggling glimmer caught Elara's eye. "But sometimes a wonder needs a little help to truly shine, to break free from what binds it." Elara noticed a tiny glowing berry caught amongst the thorns, its pure soft light struggling to break free, barely visible. Gently, with the utmost care, she used her nimble fingers to untangle the delicate berry, releasing its soft, steady glow into the night. Old Hoot gave a satisfied blink, his golden eyes gleaming. "Kindness smooths the path, little one, and helps the world's hidden lights shine brighter." As Elara continued, the light path led her past a series of ancient, smooth stones, each one covered in a fine, shimmering moss. Upon one of these stones, she noticed a tiny field mouse, usually so skittish, now perched, looking worriedly at a single, fallen dewdrop that seemed too large for it to climb over, blocking its usual path home. The dewdrop pulsed with the faint, magical light of the path, making it almost impossible to pass. Elara knelt down, a quiet understanding dawning in her. She gently placed a small, smooth pebble next to the dewdrop, creating a tiny bridge for the mouse. With a thankful squeak, the mouse scurried across, disappearing into the shadows. The smallest acts of help, she realized, often made the biggest difference. The path of light continued its gentle winding, leading her through ancient ferns that whispered secrets as she passed. She soon came upon a small, hollow log tucked beneath a canopy of ivy from which came faint, soft, sleepy snores. Peeking inside with great care, she saw a family of dormice, curled together in a cozy bundle of fur and dreams. Yet one tiny dormouse was restless, its little eyes fluttering, its small paws twitching, unable to fully settle into the deep comfort of sleep. Elara understood. Sometimes, even the smallest creatures, like humans, needed a little extra comfort, a gentle push towards slumber. Very gently, Elara hummed a soft, wordless tune, a lullaby her grandmother used to sing, a melody woven with warmth and peace. The tune was as quiet as falling snow, as warm as sunbeams on a winter's day, filling the little hollow log with unspoken comfort. Slowly, wonderfully, the restless dormouse relaxed, its tiny nose twitching once, then settling into a deep, peaceful slumber alongside its family, its breathing even and soft. A wave of quiet joy washed over Elara. To offer comfort, she mused, to share a moment of peace, was a magic all its own, profound in its simplicity. The silver thread of light now led her through a wide, open clearing, where the air felt lighter, almost sparkling with unseen energy. The sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine drifted on the cool breeze, carried from unseen bushes, and the rhythmic sound of distant crickets was like a gentle, natural pulse. The trees here were younger, their leaves a brighter, more vibrant green even in the dim light, swaying gently as if in a silent, graceful dance, welcoming her. Elara felt a sense of nearing her destination, a peaceful anticipation growing within her heart, knowing something truly special awaited. Finally, the silver path opened onto a wide, tranquil expanse of water, shimmering softly, the legendary Starlight Pond. It was as if the night sky itself had fallen to earth, for the dark, mirror-like surface of the pond reflected a million tiny stars, each one shimmering and dancing in perfect, quiet harmony. And there, at the very center, where the silver thread of light she had followed faithfully finally dissolved into a pool of pure luminescence, rested a blossom unlike any Elara had ever seen. It was made of pure, living light, a delicate, ethereal flower, pulsing with the soft, clear, enchanting melody she had heard from her window, now vibrant and full. This, she realized with a gasp of quiet wonder, was a dream blossom, a truly rare and magical flower that bloomed only under the purest starlight, its celestial melody weaving peaceful slumber into the very fabric of the world, ensuring all creatures dreamt sweet dreams. Tending to its delicate petals, a creature no bigger than her thumb was a tiny Dewdrop Sprite. Its wings, translucent and shimmering with 1,000 tiny colors, fluttered slowly, almost lazily, and its tiny face held a look of gentle weariness, as if it had tended the blossom for many long hours, watching over the world's sleep. Elara knelt by the pond's edge, careful not to disturb the delicate magic that hung in the air like perfume. "You have done wonderfully, little one," she whispered, her voice soft as a moth's wing, a sound meant only for the sprite. The sprite, startled but not afraid, looked up, its tiny eyes wide and questioning. Elara extended a hand, offering not a touch, for fear of disturbing it, but a silent warmth, a shared sense of peaceful understanding and gentle reassurance. "Rest for a moment," she encouraged. "The blossom is safe with me, under my watchful, kind gaze." The sprite, sensing her deep, gentle sincerity, settled its tiny, shimmering form onto a lily pad nearby, its eyelids fluttering closed, a soft, content sigh escaping its lips, finally able to rest. As the sprite rested, a deeper, richer hum emanated from the dream blossom. Its light intensified, pulsing with a vibrant, golden glow that warmed the entire pond, chasing away the cool shadows. Elara felt a profound connection, a silent understanding of the delicate balance of the world and the immense importance of quiet, gentle care. The blossom's melody swelled, filling her with a boundless sense of peace and belonging, as if she were a part of the starlit night itself. This, she understood, was truly the heart of the night's gentle magic, a moment of pure, shimmering wonder. Before Elara turned to begin her journey home, the Dewdrop Sprite, now refreshed and sparkling with renewed energy, fluttered back to her, its wings buzzing softly. In its tiny, grateful hands, it held a single, minuscule seed, shimmering with all the soft, beautiful colors of a rainbow caught in a dewdrop. It was a dream seed, a precious gift from the dream blossom itself, imbued with its soothing magic. The sprite placed it gently, carefully into Elara's palm, a silent gesture of profound gratitude, a treasured token of the night's quiet, transformative magic, a memory to keep, with the tiny, iridescent dream seed nestled safely in her pocket, a warm, gentle presence against her hand. Elara began her quiet journey home. The silver path, though fainter now, as if its work was done, still gently guided her through the familiar Whisperwind woods. The ancient trees seemed to nod in approval as she passed, their leaves rustling like soft applause, and the fireflies flickered a fond, knowing farewell in the dim light. Each step Elara took felt lighter, imbued with the quiet magic of the starlight pond and the soothing warmth of the dream. Blossom's melody that still hummed gently in her heart, a secret song of peace. She returned to her cozy cottage, the familiar scent of lavender and old books, a comforting, welcoming embrace that settled around her. The hearth still held its soft orange glow, a beacon of warmth welcoming her home from her gentle adventure. Elara carefully took the tiny, iridescent dream seed from her pocket and placed it gently on her windowsill, where the moonlight, now brighter and clearer, could touch it with its soft beams. It pulsed once, gently, with a soft, comforting light, a tiny beacon of the night's wonders ready to share its magic. Slipping into her bed, Elara pulled her softest, warmest blanket around her, feeling utterly safe and content. The dream seed on the windowsill continued to glow, a soft, steady pulse that filled her room with a quiet, peaceful warmth, like a gentle hug. As she drifted off to sleep, her mind filled with the shimmering pond and the kind sprite, she knew she carried not just a tiny seed, but the profound understanding of hidden beauty, of the power of gentle kindness, and the deep, pervasive magic that hums just beneath the surface of the quietest night. And as she slept, her dreams were as soft and shimmering as the light of the dream blossom itself, guiding her to truly restorative rest.